Okay, the economy. Barack Obama's pretty cool. And he seems to be honest. But he can't tell you the whole truth, because I believe in conspiracy theories. I believe in the Illuminati and the Council on Foreign Relations and the Bilderbergers and the Bohemian Grove. I love that stuff. For the African Americans, they have the Boule, Sigma Pi Phi. Okay, is that right? Sigma Pi Phi, the Boule, the Black Boule, and I believe in conspiracy theories because you're always going to have a hierarchy. You have to have order. So I understand why the conspiracy theories, because they want order. And you know the line, out of chaos comes order. So sometimes the real conspiracy theory, I'm not one. I just listen to people who do that kind of stuff. I go on the computer and watch these folks. And what's the guy in Great Britain? He used to be like a sportscaster or something, but he's a conspiracy theorist. I can't. David Icke. I got a tape around here somewhere. Somebody gave me his. David Icke. Look up David Icke on the computer. David Icke. I think he was like a sportscaster or something, a soccer star, a sportscaster, and he's on into the conspiracy theories. Very interesting guy, and I like that stuff. So I think that the powers that be, the Illuminati, all these different groups, the Council for Relations, and all these people, the Bilderbergers, they want order on the planet Earth, and sometimes they create chaos to create order, a new world order. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about the New World Order is everything as old is new again. Because, like, what does Cecil Rhodes say? The famous Cecil Rhodes, the famous quote is that the sun would never set or never lower. I mean, never set. The sun would never set on the British Empire. And I forgot what's the quote. I should have all this stuff written down. You can look this stuff up. What's that quote about? And I had a video with the Rothschild, Baron Rothschild. He said, you know, I don't care who makes the laws of the country. Just, I mean, if I can control I'm paraphrasing, if I can control the currency, meaning the Federal Reserve, I don't care who makes the laws in the country. I run the country if I control the Federal Reserve, control the currency, and that's why we have a Federal Reserve system. But okay, but the bottom line is that, I'm sorry, I got distracted here. I'm watching the president, Barack Obama. But it's very that this thing is very serious, and people, you know, he was in Elkhart, Indiana. I'm in the transportation business. I went to this town late at night a few months ago. It's a nice little, you know, genteel blue collar type town in Indiana, very nice. And of course they have a lot of economic problems. It's like Detroit. If you're very heavily invested on the in the car industry, and the car industry falls apart, you're doomed. If your town is a one-hit town, all you have is a bunch of casinos or something, or a bunch of car dealerships, and they close up, you're done. And those things are going to happen. I like Dave Ramsey's. What's the other young lady who does the Susie Orman? I like Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey, you can find Dave Ramsey. Go on the computer. Dave Ramsey's pretty cool. I think he's now in Nashville, Tennessee. And they always tell you you're supposed to have what? 3 to 6 months, or maybe if you're lucky, a whole year worth of living expenses. Because imagine if you lost your job. If you had a whole year of living expenses, where it's 20 grand or 200 grand. If you had that in the bank, you know, or you have some liquidity, have it somewhere where you can get it, whatnot. Oh, that's my phone. Let me take a break. Let me go get the phone. I'm a slave by the phone. The phone's calling me. You can call me too. Let me go get the phone. I'll be right back. Okay, part 2, we're back. You know, I'm in the house all day setting this camera up and setting things up, going to the computer to get some notes or whatnot. As soon as I turn on the camera, do the TV show, and then people, here they go, here's my message here. People start calling me. That's how it is, right? So, and you can call me now. I mean, well, I'm not, this is not live, of course, but, you know, give me a call at 507-0724. Where was I? Dave Ramsey and the economic collapse of America. Whether a recession is going to happen, it happen every 5 or 10 years or whatnot. This is very bad, and I believe it was all, you know, engineered. And so I get mad at people that say we have this economic collapse in America because Bill Clinton allowed minorities to buy homes. Please, it is so much complicated, more complicated than minorities buying homes. I used to try to sell cars years ago. over 15, 16 years ago. And they told, I had a little psychological examination they gave me at the car dealership. And they said, I can sell cars, like I'm selling you and talking to you now. I can run my mouth. I can sell. I have trouble. I mean, I can present. I have trouble closing the deal. Okay, and that's just because I want to be liked. I'm needy. A woman called me up. No, she emailed me last year. She said, Mark, you so needy. Yes, I'm needy. I want to be loved so bad. I want people to like me. I want to be liked. And so, since I'm so needy and want to be liked, I have trouble closing the deal. And I want to be liked, so I can't take the rejection. That's why I couldn't sell cars, because I couldn't take the rejection. People say no, and I'm just crushed. You know what I'm saying? And when you sell cars, a young lady try to come in and buy a car. It could be a dude, whatever. And you know they can't afford the car. The car costs too much money. You look at the income, they can't afford the car. They shouldn't buy the car. But that's not your damn concern. Your concern is to sell the damn car to them. And when you sell cars, I don't know how it is now. This is 15, almost 20 years ago. That when you sell cars, they get you on the price. They can't get you on the price. They get you on the length of the loan. Like the last car I bought a car. Last car I bought new was in 1989, over 20 years ago. 20 years ago. It seemed like I bought it yesterday. 20 years ago I bought this car. It was a Subaru. And I bought the car, it was for 60 months. And I said, 60 months? No, I'm going to double the payments and pay it off in 2 years. I bought a 5-year car loan. And I said, I double the payments, so if I can handle it, I paid the car off in 2 years. Those 5 years went by so fast, and those interest, like thousands of dollars worth of interest I had to pay, because I went the whole 60 months, the whole 5 years. Never do that again. Haven't bought a new car since, and never going to buy a new car until I'm wealthy. Never going to do it again. I've been there and done that. That was when I was young and dumb. I knew better. I just didn't, do better. And so when you sell a car, people can't buy the car, but you stick them. You stick them on the price, the extras after the sale, and the interest payments. Okay. So if you can't get them one way, you get boxed in. They got you over barrel. Get you on the interest payments, the price of the car, the extras after you buy the car, and the length of the loan. So they're gonna get you. You're over barrel. And I didn't have the heart, so I'm out of the car. I've been out of the car business 15, 16, 17 years ago, a long time ago. Because I couldn't do it. And that's the same with the mortgage people. They know these people wasn't gonna buy they couldn't afford the damn house. People shouldn't have bought an arm. People buy too much house. These houses cost too much. Because, I live in a regular bungalow. I can afford to live in a better neighborhood and a bigger house. I choose not to, because I like sleeping at night. So some people should not have been sold these homes. But this is America. This is the marketplace. So, we let the marketplace take care of itself. And now that capitalism has collapsed, if you let the marketplace shake itself out, you're going to have 25-30% unemployment for a few years. Then it'll shake itself out and it'll work itself out. But you're going to have mass misery. So the country's going to go into debt for trillions of dollars. So instead of having 25-30% unemployment, you have maybe 12 to 15% unemployment, if that. Okay? I'm not an economist. It's just common sense.